Hello and welcome back to Canadian Disc Golf Productions coverage of the 2023 Diameter Open. Here we are back at the second round, front nine. Galen Naidu-Harris back with
Andrew Leyland.
Yeah, and here we are. So we've gotten some lunch, we've taken a beat, morning coffee's fully sank in, and we're back for some more.
You know it. Thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah.
Once again for supporting the tournament, letting us get out there and have a great experience.
Absolutely. And we got a new group of four here today. Well, we got two familiar faces, but we've got a couple of new ones to join them.
That's right.
But not new to coverage. I think we've seen all these guys before. Greg's back with us. He still looks like he's going to draw like two pistols out of his pockets there. He's got that like 6-shooter gunfighter lanky
He's
look.
ready for business. And oh boy, Cam's gonna smash a putt here.
Yeah, putt right into the heart of the camera.
Love it. Boom.
No, and he doesn't let it go. I was wondering if he would. And yes. Thomas waving to his fans all the way down from Sudbury.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Surprising. Like yeah. I can't believe them. They show up.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's awesome.
Dedicated.
And Nahan. Oh, he's turning and driving his car.
That's great. I like the Canadians Lux Link there he's throwing. I like that.
That's one of the better player intros I've seen driving the car. That's pretty funny.
Well done, buddy.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, so to start, we've got Greg at 11 down, Cam 7 under par, Thomas at 6, and Nahan at 5 as we begin hole 1, second round. It's like we were saying last time, this one's a pretty standard hole, just shy of 300 feet, like literally just shy by 1 foot. You want to take something that's probably about as slow as you can get away with, gentle hyzer into the hill, and hopefully not leave yourself too much work.
That's right. Yeah. Key thing here is just to stay on the hill and not get too squirrely with it.
Yeah, and it's packed down and hard enough here to the ground that if you come screaming in too hard with something that wants to have a big reaction, you can bounce and roll down or skip all the way up. So just keeping it on the side, you're going to be happy with.
I think that's an identical shot.
It's almost exactly the same spot he was at. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, smart, nice gentle putter. Why mess with it?
Gigi is improved.
Mm-hmm.
He's up on the hill there with an open look this time.
And Mr. Hums brings it out wide.
Nice skip, but okay.
See, that's what we were sort of talking about with the ground play. I think that's still in a really good spot, but it would have been nice if it checked up a second earlier for him.
Mm-hmm. Now Thomas coming off a really hot finish at the Sudbury Blueberry Brawl.
Oh my God!
That he took down.
He was just
spoiler alert,
destroying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see that coverage on this channel, so we can spoil that for you. He took it down. And then some, if memory serves. I think he was like 700 or 800 strokes past the field, something like that.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah,
and cranking putts like that, you can see why.
Man, with so many fans, you really got to wave.
That's my favorite thing is I've only commentated on one other tournament of his on this channel, and every time he sinks a long putt, he's waving to the fans.
Yeah, you got to say thanks to everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Nahan with one of the more uncomfortable putts on the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and it connects anyway. Yeah, I've of all the like different types of putts, I think putting uphill is probably my least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the angle is so steep, and the way you've got to get the disc to come into the chains to settle in and not want to bounce back out. It's tricky.
Yeah, there's like less to aim at.
Exactly.
And way more cage.
With the geometry of it. Yeah.
Yes, way more cage staring at you. Okay, Cam setting the pace.
Our card makes short work of that hole. I believe that was a star frame, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it sure was.
Well done.
4 birdies. Nice shooting, gentlemen.
Cam was kind of shrugging, probably like, why can't I just make that putt? Those little putts.
Those other 3 times. Yeah. Okay, and now back to hole 2. Again, a very different look from the longs than shorts, but you're looking at an uphill. Dog leg left, probably playing a little bit longer than that 334. And we were saying before, I think the ideal play is to either shoot for that short gap or take it really high and take some of those trees out of play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Greg skips it in nicely.
That
continues his run of excellent play.
That's a great shot there. Never in danger of doing anything other than that. So well done. Cam looking to repeat the stable mid.
Yeah, and looking pretty good. Yeah. Scoots a little further on that pine straw than he'd like, but that's still well in range.
Could be big hyzer.
I'm sensing big highs are coming. Yep.
Okay, easily up in the trees where you want it. We'll see.
But that's exactly what you want to do, is put it up there and let it sort of plinko down. I think that's the play if you have it. Even more than that, shorter gap is just putting it up real big. And Nahan just crests the hill, gets a nice skip, and I think we should have 4 shots that are well within range here.
Yeah, so Thomas must have trickled in nice.
Must have, yeah. If Cam's furthest out and putting from here, Thomas must have come down in a nice spot. There's the putting I can go expect from Cam. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas maybe from about 20 feet or so. Also smooth.
Lovely.
Adoring fans cheering him on as always.
Everywhere.
It's crazy how the gallery shows up just for Thomas.
Just a little bit of condition update. Like, we are starting to pick up tailwind right to left across the screen here as we head out to the front 9 holes. But yeah, just kind of continually gonna, pick up and get into those holes that are in the open and start playing around a little bit with the shots.
I was hearing tales of the weather this weekend, and from what I understand, it's going to start to worsen before too long. Yeah. For now, you're definitely seeing that wind kick up, sort of telltale signs there might be some precipitation coming. But the card's pretty happy now. I believe that's another star frame. Yeah,
there we go.
Four more drives, 4 more birdies.
Really
that's
nice.
The way you want to start.
Mm-hmm. Lead card, doing lead card things.
Hell yeah. And back out to hole 3. It's that 500 and some odd foot hole. You've got that road OB right, and if you manage to shank something into the left, I don't know if shank's the right word. If something comes in a little too tight on the left, you're not going to be happy. But I think anything that's relatively straight, relatively in the open, you're going to be pretty happy with here. I think you're going to see most of these folks going for 350, 375, 400, just out in the middle.
Yeah. Trying to pick a good spot position-wise, and then just easy approach from there.
Yep. Greg, I think a little bit shorter than round 1 if memory serves, but a nice spot there. I mean, even there, you're not looking at more than 150 or 200 in, and probably less than that. And Cam's comes a little inside. Oh no, it doesn't. It was just a depth perception. I was like, oh no, that might get a little close to that wood line, but no, right in the open.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of space to push it left.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than it looks like from here, but so myself playing on the last card at the time, I just went for it.
Why not?
And
how'd it go?
And yeah, a little short left, but it's definitely and if everything lined up, conditions were perfect. It could totally work.
And I will say that's one of the things that's kind of freeing when you start off with a round you're not happy with. Is the next round you're just like, who cares? I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah. That's kind of my feeling. I did that throughout the round. I started on hole 4 because we were a shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, came back around, finished off the front few holes there.
Yeah, you sure did.
I think we missed that, but it's okay. We'll watch some approaches here coming up.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if I was gonna let you call out the fact that you aced hole 1, or I didn't know if we were gonna. If you're gonna wait and let me say it, or
I was just distracted by all the birdies. But
yeah, that's awesome. So how did that go in? I mean, who cares about these birdies? You aced something. These are at least 2 more shots than that took.
Exactly.
Was it just sort of like a gentle? Was it a skip shot, or was it just pure air the whole way?
Pure air the whole way with that sensei. Threw it properly. Yep. Distance at this time, and
nice. Yeah,
straight in, and actually had a decent amount, like about 15 people watching.
Oh, that's cool.
So. They were. It was a nice little celebration.
Is there an ace pot waiting for you?
There is. I'm in on it. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely in on it, but still have tomorrow's round or Sunday, like the final round. Final day here and at Vic Park for other aces as well. So. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't hurt to get one in the bag early.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm the first one getting cash.
Nice. Yeah. Last tournament that I aced in was. Newcastle, the Forefathers Open, and I aced the first throw of the day, the first morning.
No way.
Like the first drive for that Prodigy Apex XL, like the $350 bag.
Oh, wow.
And to get in the ace pot. And then I was like, well, I'm for sure splitting this a few ways.
Yeah.
5 aces on the weekend.
Oh, wow.
I was the only one to pay in. Nobody else paid in, so I was watching the aces come in and go, oh, I wonder if that guy paid. Oh, I wonder if that girl paid. And it worked out.
Yeah, I just do that automatically because you never know. And
Yeah, I just assume I'm going to get a small or portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess now back to our regularly scheduled programming of our
Yes.
carding connecting for their tap-ins. That's great, man. Congrats on that ace. That's got to be a great way to
Thank you.
to bounce back from a round that you want to forget a little bit.
Yeah. The day, weird day
Yeah.
when that happens, and then you're also shooting par.
Yeah. So our pros here, we see Greg taking a birdie, Cam as well, as does Thomas, and Nahan with the par. So we have 1 par through 3 holes now for our lead card. That's pretty impressive.
Really impressive. That's great.
Yeah. And now we see Greg probably going to throw, I'm going to say the only, I guess I don't, I could see Thomas or Nahan throwing backhands, but like we were saying last time, the natural play here feels like what Cam is lining up here, an overstable, flexy forehand. Just seems like you get a little bit more to work with. But
I think we found the hole that breaks Gigi.
Yeah.
I think we found it.
I guess there had to be one.
Gigi's coming back.
It's not going
with
to be
the
any of
seven.
the rest of them.
Yeah, all the other ones he's getting.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what is Thomas lining up here?
Okay,
Yeah.
side arc.
That was a second there, the way he was sort of squared up. I thought he was going to go backhand too.
That's good.
No, this feels like the play. Oh, that is the first available, and that is no fun. That's got to be a tough place to try and bushwhack your way out of for Nahan.
Yeah, it's a pretty technical shot coming up here.
Seriously.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Man.
I don't
Puts it
know.
right under the basket.
That's pretty
That's
perfect.
for my money, that's harder than the tee shot would have been by a pretty significant margin based on where he was sitting there.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
from that tee pad we played, there was an older tee pad apparently pushed further kind of on his angle there, further back.
Yep.
And that would have been kind of the line.
Yeah.
Even more.
Yeah,
So
I guess so.
impressive. Very impressive.
Cam.
Oh, Cam.
Wow, connects from downtown. And he's waving to Thomas's fans. That's awesome.
Stealing some fans of his. There we go.
Plastic playback, well deserved. Yeah, it was just a little low, but that was one of the ones too that just looked good almost the whole way.
Yeah.
That's always nice to see.
Let's see. Are we going to get a bigger wave? Yeah.
Not to be outdone. Thomas is still waving to his fans too. And Greg and Nahan are going to tap in some very well-deserved pars, especially from Nahan. Some of these pars that we've seen have been more impressive than some of these birdies with the scrambling we've seen from some of our players today.
That's right.
It's
Really
been awesome.
Really nice saves. Because like that's what happens when you put trees and big bushes and look like go into the right on this the shot there and good luck, right?
Yeah.
It's just so
I want to
tight.
make a prediction now because we were talking about this last time and what the natural play was. I think we're going to get 3 forehands now. Oh, what? Cam's going to a backhand. I was counting on him. Okay, 2 forehands. That's my guess.
It's still making work.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we mean by I meant by like the progression, right? Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's in going through stuff in a weird side.
It's in the right direction. It's a lot closer than he was to start. Okay, so here's one of those forehands I was counting on. No, we were saying it just feels more natural, certainly for me. A guy like Double G, you're never going to see take a forehand here, but
No.
if you've got it in your bag and you throw it frequently, it just seems like what you want to throw here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird angle. Like it's pretty high, quick,
Sure.
up
Yep,
left, but
agreed.
Enough power and just getting the right angle.
Yeah.
Should be able to make it work, but like I said, it just feels a little uncomfortable.
Yep.
Not a wide open.
Wow. Here I am. I was thinking as many as 3 forehands and we get 1. Well, at least I knew Thomas would never let me down. Nahan making this look easy though.
I think
Nice
this
run, just a little low and a little early, but what a shot.
Pathfinder.
Pathy.
Nice.
Good man. Yeah,
Earning
let's see
your-
that again.
Earning that plastic playback.
Mm-hmm. Thought Space jersey, Thought Space disc,
Thought space. Park job.
Thought Space park job. And we see, I got to shout out my good friend Scott Caldwell behind the camera there, just jump in to get out of the way as that disc scoots past.
Oh, nice. Thanks for filming.
Yeah, Scott's good people, and he's good behind the camera too. Well, he's lucky. Thomas gives it a nice bid, but just a little low at the end. Cam's got that polecat, I think. Is that Felix?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to have to get confirmation, but I think that's Felix.
Puts it right under the basket. Yeah, nobody except for Nahan is exactly where they want to be. Everybody's got a little something something, but having to work a little harder than they want to. Wow.
That was a forehand.
Yeah.
It's there.
First forehand he throws, and he's like an inch away from like a 35-foot throw-in.
Yeah, cashing it, yeah.
Excuse me.
So while these guys are cleaning up here, I just want to shout out Alexandra Paletto. The way to get this hole is a backhand.
Wow. So she aced here. That's awesome.
Aces it dead straight up the gut. I think it was like a fairway or something that she threw, and just pure.
Okay.
Such a nice ace.
Well,
eh?
I guess my love of the forehand on this hole, not rewarded with any hole-in-ones, but Alexandra, congrats on the ace. That's awesome.
But pro tip, pay into the ace pot though.
Always pay into the ace pot.
She wasn't.
It's so funny. Not to spend too much time talking about this, but we were actually talking on the tee pad before I hit the ace I was just talking about how I always pay in because I'd aced once in a tournament and didn't pay into the ace pot. I was like, for now I always do it. And we were talking about that, and I was like, all right, well, 9 o'clock. And then knocked down and laced it with the first throw. It was like perfect timing, cosmic. But yeah, I will never get caught not paying in anymore.
That's cool.
It only took one time. And, retreading sort of a theme from last round, Cam takes the straight shot there.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about, if you can get something that works a little bit right to left, that's great. But the straight shot still leaves you well inside the circle for a putt. So you don't have to get too fancy.
Yeah, pick a side of that small tree, and it should be fine.
No, you don't have to get cute here. Just put something in there. Put something under there. You'd be all right.
Bit early there.
Yeah, Tom bit early, but still, I mean, I'm thinking he's probably inside the circle there. Probably a low ceiling, but... Oh, and I was just thinking that bag looked familiar. I forget that Nahan's got the exact same squatch bag as I do. Oh, get inside.
Oh, wow.
Saved by the bell. I was worried about that for a second there, but he gets a nice kick to stay inside of the Mando. Rare misfire from Greg, but he quickly makes up for it.
Yeah.
Puts it under the basket with a second shot.
You're likely not going to see two of those in a row.
No, I wouldn't think so. Tom a bit further than I thought, more like 40, 45 I think, but still gives it an honest try.
Yeah, it looks like circle is just like that tree, tree line there.
Yeah, Cam gives it a fair run. It's a little further I think than he'd like for the comebacker, but
it's probably right in that zone.
Yeah,
for Cam.
Yeah,
that head zone.
But he hits it.
Yeah. It looks like cleanup crew coming in here.
Not necessarily how we'd like to see it go for everybody, though. I mean, on a course as tricky as this one feels like a bit of a must-get. And let's see, we're finished how here. Looks like we just have the one birdie from Nahan, so 3 of our fearless competitors are leaving it out there, and especially knowing how freaking good they are at this game, you'd expect to see 1 or 2 more out there. This one's another gettable one. If you're Greg and you can throw the miracle, beautiful, incredible backhand, you do that. If you're like the rest of us, you're taking an overstable disc and throwing it on a forehand, flat or hyzer, high or low. They're all going to get to a pretty decent spot if you beat that initial gap. Nahan's just a little bit high.
Yeah, just off a little bit.
Yep.
Cam going PD.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, perfect. No wonder I like it a lot. It's under the friggin' basket. Well, a little long, but that was perfect line.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I think this is one too. Like I was saying, you can take it a few different ways with the forehand, but I think the high shot probably makes the most sense. Taking that low skipper, you can just flare a little early, but putting it up high, giving it a chance to just keep riding in the air and flatten out nicely. I think that gives you the best chance of being right under it, unless you're Greg Grootenboer.
The backhand forehand.
God, that is insane. I know it hit a tree and that was an unfortunate result, but that is such a cool shot to have in your bag. Like, having seen him throw that for the first time when we were watching it like an hour ago, to seeing that him almost lace it perfectly again. Like, what a tool to have in your belt.
Yeah, that typically doesn't happen. Like, I haven't seen that happen in a long time.
I believe it, yeah.
It's usually flying through the woods and you're like, that was a forehand shot. How's he doing it?
Smart layup. Again with this pine straw wood chips, you don't want to take something too hard at it and have it get away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You can afford to take some pars on this course, but you don't want to be taking too many bogeys.
Okay, healthy run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a pity playback?
Oh, yes, it is. I was just looking and I was like, did I miss it? Did that go in? And that's why we're seeing it again? But no, we would have seen, of course, Thomas running it in and waving to his fans. So I should have known that it didn't go in from the start.
Crowds would have gotten crazy.
Yeah.
Cam for a nice birdie.
Nice putt for Cam. Well deserved.
Greg.
I think maybe we missed one from Nahan, or maybe the card is...
You might be right.
Bogey?
Let's see, from Nahan, we've got... 7, 8. Yeah, you picked up a par there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of how his shots went. Maybe my coffee's not kicking in because my memory's not functioning at all for this. I'm not gonna lie.
I had him like hit the tree on the left and then up and putt.
Who knows? Maybe he's got a cheat code on his disc that it teleports every once in a while. We just don't know about. Well, and don't look now, but Cam is making up some serious ground on Greg. Greg to 13 down through the 8 of the front 9 of the second round.
Yeah.
And Cam at 12. And the whole card is still knotted up. I mean, Thomas and Nahan are just a couple strokes back as well.
Yeah, nice little bit of pressure on Greg, who's only a couple down so far.
Ooh, and a bit of an unfortunate kick there for Nahan.
Sorry, I was referencing Nahan first round. We got stats updated now.
And Tom just crushes that. That's about as good as you could expect. Gets through everything. Lots of power.
Yeah, these are looking good.
Wow. Great shot there as well.
Cameraman dance.
Cameraman is putting his life on the line here. Wow, and Nahan coming from the shorts in a very awkward spot here.
Forehand. Wow.
Oh my God.
That's going to play really well just for a par save.
What a beautiful forehand roller. Oh my God. That's wild.
Okay, it looks like we're going to go like a big left of the tree underneath.
Yeah.
Or straight at it. Okay.
Oh. But yeah, I think you're right. That's where he was thinking. And
Wind around it.
Looks like some of the wind is kicking out there a little bit as you get into the open, taking things offline just a tad, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, definitely a factor when you got some openings here and coming up in the next few holes. The woods kind of give it a bit of a buffer, but
I find especially when there's just those couple of little gaps, they can really turn into wind tunnels.
Yes. Yeah.
And Greg puts it up nicely. I would say probably 25 or so.
Yeah.
Give or take. Not a bad spot to be after 2.
Yeah, I'm still trying to like process the backhand because
backhand with this hole is wild.
yeah,
But
and still giving yourself a really good shot
but
at it.
Greg makes it look easy. And Nahan takes it out wide. Skipping. I think maybe he got around those branches there. We'll see in a second. Oh, Thomas off the basket from distance.
The one thing I learned is you don't want to go too long. There's a big bush in the back, and it's going to block you from like a 15-foot putt.
Yes, I was just wondering if Nahan was able to get around it or not. But yeah, you don't want to bring that into play if you can avoid it for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fully committed, maybe a bit windy, like you said.
Yep.
Looked like you pushed that pretty good.
But no, that looked great. It's a nice birdie to get. 2 backhands to a birdie on a 500-foot hole that's shaped perfectly for forehands is it's quite the play, Greg. Quite the play. Looks like Nahan did get around that well enough, unless I missed something there.
Yeah.
Must have had a nice skip at the end of the flight of his disc.
Yeah, looks like a good par cleanup.
Yeah, nice putt there from Tom as well. Fewer fans on this hole than on the last one, but he's still happy to wave to him. And Cam with the upside down putt. Ooh, faster waving.
So GG with the birdie there is going to get one back.
Yep,
On
that's
everybody.
great. Great birdie to get. Yeah, and pars all around for the rest of the card. And now onwards and upwards, hole 9. And I feel like you just told me this. We were just recording coverage of this hole not that long ago. There's some OB on this one?
Yeah, OB left, wraps around a little water area, long grass.
Yeah.
Just inside of that. But everything right's fine. But like I said, a little bit more wind now.
Yep.
So it's going to be coming into their minds a little bit more and being
Sure.
a little more deliberate with the hyzer angle if you're going to go like forehand like Cam.
Yep. No, I was just going to say, though, I mean, especially with there being some OB there on the left, and looking at the way the fairway shapes, I think I'd be, or call that a green, whatever the heck it is, all that short grass, however it's shaped, I think I'd be going to a forehand here for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good play.
And Nahan does as well, looking like he's going to give it a real run.
Very nice.
And, just leaned up against the wood, no big deal. That's great. Get in there. Oh, Tom.
Nice, Thomas.
Wow. That couldn't have been more than a foot and a half away from being right in those chains.
Yeah,
That was a good bid.
A little lower, a little more direct.
Mhm.
And, nice run.
Yeah, just get better, Thomas. Come on. Put him in.
The fans want to see it.
The fans do want to see it.
Cam with another big putt.
Yeah, that's
on
great.
this hole. Yeah, really good. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Nice to see him getting that putt on track,
Yeah.
as we knew he would. And see how Thomas returns in the duel of the waving to the fans.
Okay. You got
Yeah,
one.
just one, but
Two.
one very dramatic. 2 very dramatic, yeah. I don't know, maybe by the end of the back 9 we'll have Nahan and Greg waving to everybody too.
Yeah.
It's going to be contagious.
Trademarked. It's definitely trademarked.
Well, yeah, if they're
Tom,
doing it,
isn't
they better be paying royalties to Thomas.
Yeah.
That's definitely the trademark move. All right, well, thanks for joining us for 9 more holes, everyone. That was the front 9 of the second round of the Diameter Open out in Guelph. Coming through that, looking at our card, we've got Greg at 15 down, Cam at 13 down, Tom at 11 down, and Nahan at 10 down. So just 5 strokes of spread between the two at the top and bottom. That is a nice close spread in the card. Thanks a lot for joining us, everybody. This is Galen.
And this is Andrew.
Yeah, we'll see you on the back 9 in the second round.
Thanks.
Thanks.